This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about... as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now whistles come in.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Target.
Zebra.
Check 9. Kill. Turn it up.
Good tight.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we get that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Slam. Shift. Watch the shift. Under 10. 10. Kill.
Check.
On third down, it's Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give, right side. Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now it's Carson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Switch.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Check 20.
Hey, alert.
On second down, it's Carson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Watch out. Check 13.
So they keep on. That time, Bobby Wagner. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's Carson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 52. At the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
It's a safety creek. Good luck for signals.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the curl. Watch the take. Spell.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Quick, screen 80!
Showed up. Begin.
25.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Shit. Check. Crouch.
Good guys, 4 down.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Carson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
You certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Wilson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 52 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominant.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To To throw, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Play fake, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Yellow.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
50's the mic. Too little, cupcake.
Wide.
50's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Good route here.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Second down and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
A gain of 59 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteed he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second and very short, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.